Hey friends, Jessica here with Creators Couture with a new quick tutorial recap. So what I'm doing in this series is going through some of my previous Behance live tutorials that you might have missed because they're not here on YouTube, and going through them and giving you all the important bits in a fun and fast way so that way you can get creating even faster. So this one was I called Fall Pattern Freestyle, and I really just had fun with using some color palettes from my Artistic Autumn collection and just mixing it up and creating these backgrounds, these patterns, these surface pattern designs, with most of them with just a couple brushes. And what's cool is if you're a subscriber, you can have all of the loaded brushes and my source files and even use them in your own projects. So it's really cool. And having the loaded brushes makes it a little bit more fun and fast to go through the tutorial. And this one, I just really created these two leaf motifs here, really fast and easy with a couple brushes, and then turned them into a kind of pattern background. For this kind of series, I used a different fall pattern which has all these gorgeous colors in it with like one feather brush with some gold accents. And here you can see I did a little sort of weave with some gold play brushes. Here, same thing, I did a different version of it. That was like the live one. I think some of these were the ones that I created before and then when I created live, but you get all of the source files. And like, look at these colors. Like, the brush does all the work. I love it so much. And then this one was just a different color palette, playing around with a ready-made pattern that I had and then just using a few brushes to fill it in. So that was really cool and just a different version. So let's get started in the time lapse and I'll go over the important bits. Okay, so let's get into the time lapse. Here we have the first digital background that I created, the second one, and then the third. And so I am going to, let's see here, we might need to skip through here a little bit. All right, so here we are. We're first creating this leaf motif. So what I do is I just use my selection tool, my lasso tool, and I want this kind of rough shape anyway, so that works really good. I don't need to be fancy. And then I just drop in some color, like a darker color, to my background. And then I'm using one of my glitch core brushes with an Artistic Autumn color palette and just making these very basic little V shapes, and that's giving me that leaf, you know, that kind of stylized leaf veins. And then using the same brush, I take another color palette and then just put a center one through the center, and there we've got an easy peasy leaf. And then I take this other glitch core brush, which has a really cool fanny sort of effect, and a different color palette, and then I put that behind that stroke, and so there I go, I have the motif. And I created only two different leaves here, and then I just, one had more of a green spine so that you have that different effect. So I just copy and pasted them across my artboard, and then took that same second brush that I used and used a really greener color palette from the, actually that was my Colors of the Côte d'Azur collection, and then just put that green in the background, and there we've got that rich sort of, you know, dimensional sort of effect. So really fun, really easy, literally like two brushes to create that, which was amazing. And then for the second one, I actually took Artistic Autumn. I'm flipping through the layers here a bit fast, but I took this Artistic Autumn brush and I stamped that across to create these shapes, kind of a pattern thing, and it didn't matter what color I'm using because all I want is the shapes. So then I make this selection, and what I'm doing is I'm just taking Artistic Autumn color palettes and then a couple different brushes. This is an Artistic Autumn brush, a soft one, and then I took a different color palette, no, it was actually the same color palette but a glitch core brush, and painted also inside that in different areas. So that's two brushes, same color palette. Then I took a greener brush and an Artistic Autumn one, and I put it in the background, and there we go, we've got the motif. I can try different colorways, change the background, super easy. Now we're going into this really cool and easy background using also Artistic Autumn color palettes, but using my Feather Couture Fantasies brush. And I love how many different colors are coming out, but notice when I'm going up and down, this is only one color palette, but look at the variations of colors that's happening here. It's So cool. It's really interesting. And then I just take one of my gold play brushes and put a little gold behind it. And I think it looks cool, but just to top it off, I grab a different, I think using the same color palette, but I use an Artistic Autumn Leaf brush and just added a little bit behind it. Just add a little visual interest. But again, here, 3 brushes, it's done. It's really cool and amazing. And then taking that same thing, I took this chain brush from my gold play collection and just went straight across like so, and wanted to create a sort of little pattern grid or whatever. And then I took another multicolor brush, added one more layer on top, going over it, same color palette. And then just to create a little depth, I actually put a clipping, a layer mask on there and masked out some of that like every other one, so it looked like it had a little weave and depth effect in interacting with that other one. So this was really easy and fast, but created this cool kind of patterned background that I think, and it has all those colors. Okay, so that's the full recap. If you've got any questions, let me know down below in the comments. I'll have all the links for the different brushes that I used and subscriber information, and I will see you guys on the next tutorial recap.